Alright guys, so here we are. We are entering on Star Air's E-175LR. The last time I saw was the Embraer E-195E2, the Profit Hunter. Looks amazing indeed. So let's get inside the cabin first. So here we go. And is the business class. This is a 1-to-1 configuration, 1-2 configuration here. And then we have a premium, we have the economy class seats, and well, it looks very amazing indeed. And you can see this is the area where you will keep your bag inside this tray. And yeah, space wise it looks very convenient, especially for its good regional connectivity. And now so far I'm very impressed, especially with the ambience of this cabin. So far it was so amazing indeed. And let me show you the rear. So this is a galley where beverages and snacks can be prepared. It looks very smaller side because it's a short variant. And yeah, let me show you first with the seat of the Embraer E175 of Star Air. First of all, one thing I'm very impressed is the cushions. So comfy, especially when it comes to regional travel as well. And so coming to the seating space of the E175, the legroom is very impressive indeed. Here you can see right here, right? Then here you have a magazine holder, and this is a tray table, and it looks very wide, and you can also read some magazines, and you can have beverages at this very good space. And this is what it looks like at this view. So ultimately guys, this cabin looks very spacious as well, even though it's a mid variant of the E175LR, and compared to E195E2 also, it looks very wide and spacious too. But additionally, we're going to have a business class as well. Let's check it up right here. So let's sit and look at the business class seats. The seat length is wide, and you have a very good leg room as well. You have a magazine holder here too. Let me show you. You have a good magazine holder, and there's no tray table actually, although this is for regional connectivity. Now you may be thinking about where is the tray table. So here it is. So you have to extend like this, and then you have to slide it, and then looks simple, easy mechanism. The same mechanism I saw in Airbus A350 900 while I was traveling on premium economy. So this was the same mechanism when you use this tray table. So overall it looks very spacious, and more importantly similar to economy class what I've sat there. So wow, again, now what you'll do is you'll close this tray table, and then you'll push this slider down, nice and easy, and then like this. So overall I must say the quality of the cabin looks very impressive, like I told you before, especially for its better regional connectivity. Okay, so right now we are sitting in Embraer's E175LR, and first of all, this is the same configuration I've seen back on Wings India 2022, where I've seen the Embraer E195E2, especially the Avionics. It is almost the same. Let me recognize whichever the Avionics I recognize. So first, starting up is the altitude meter on the right. This is a gyrometer overall. The right side of the screen is the where aircraft is configured with, like, if you can see the left door showing red, that means the door is open. So everything is gathered in a navigation system. And this is the a backup gyrometer here in case if the aircraft suffered any engine failure. So this will provide as a backup. You have the auto brake system here, and this is the engine settings. This shows the throttle readings of the aircraft, and additionally here you can also see the flaps and spoilers. That's the landing gear configuration here, and this is the first officer's side of the displays. You can also customize it as well, and on the upper panel of the avionics, I can also recognize some of them. One is this navigation hold switch, heading switch, right? Let me show you for a better clarity. This is the navigation switch or heading switch, and that is the autopilot setting. And this is the auto throttle setting. You can see right here. That's the auto throttle setting. So everything will be displayed in this gyrometer here, where you can also set the how much speed that you want to cruise up during the flight, and that's the vertical navigation setting right there, and that's the vertical speed. That's explains about how much rate of you want to configure it, and that is the a flight director switch right there, and these are in reference to the your landing approach configuration, how you will do it, right? So coming to the center panel of the avionics, so this is the MFD system, and surprisingly we have the brand name is also here, Honeywell. It's also set up navigation waypoints here, right? And this is the ignition start stop configured here, and that's the first officer's side MFD display, and this is the speed brake setting once you land the aircraft. So the speed brake can be set to auto, so you have a 0, half and full. Then you have the throttle setting here, and these are the slats and flaps, and this one I believe is the parking brake, and here is also the radio communications. Again, this is quite related to the MFD system where you can connect it through. Okay, so yeah, ultimately I must say this is very amazing, and especially when it comes to the cockpit view of this E175. Visibility is also good especially when there is any heavy traffic, at least at a range between 35,000 or 34,000 feet, right? So usually it does have a feature called TCAS system, or traffic collision avoidance system. So that helps to even not only provide situation awareness to pilots, but also provides a visual reference also, like especially these windows looks very wide and as well as easy to watch as well. This is same as the E195E2. Here you can also set with auto pilot auto trim functions, and that's the pedals you can see right there. That's the you can configure the vertical stabilizers right there. The same goes for the first officer's side, and I forgot to mention about the upper panel. So first is the seatbelt sign is here, no smoke sign is there. This is the dome switch. Dome switch is nothing but the overall cabin of the E175, and these are the runway lights, and this is the strobe lights, this is the beacon lights, that's the navigation lights. Again, I'm showing it to you guys. So that's the navigation switch. Navigation switch is on because you can see on the wingtips, like what I had the tour overall, you can notice that where those lights coming through. So that's the switch where you use it, and that's the auxiliary power unit. So now as of now, like the aircraft is configured in ground power unit. Now whenever the aircraft is on the taxiway, right? So first the APU will be switched on temporarily just to give power to the aircraft, and while on the taxiway, the APU will be switched off because the engine is running. Both engines are running, right? So that's the functionality of the APU unit right there. And that's the windshield wipers there. And this is the cabin pressurization function of the E175. This is a bit similar to the E195 E2. And this one is a very interesting feature. This is the camera, guys. I think this is the cabin view camera. I think you can't see, but what my eyes can see is this provides the overall view of the entire cabin. Suppose during a cruise flight, and if suddenly one of the pilots who notices that inside the passenger someone is attempting to hijack, right? So pilots can visually see there in this camera to assess what's the situation going on behind the cabin. And more interestingly, these doors you can see right there. So basically, they have a locking mechanism. So to prevent any person who attempts to break into the cockpit. So that's the one of the amazing features. So now, as per the DGCA regulations, guys, that no person is allowed even before or after the flights, right? So that is to ensure the safety for the crew and the safety for the passengers. And more importantly, it's all up in hands with the airlines, especially when it comes to a proper safety and maintenance of the aircraft, and also a better passenger satisfaction during the air travel. All right, so the last but not least, I'm going to show you these settings. These are the brightness settings for this Avionics overall, and we also have the steering mechanism here. That's where you will the nose landing gear, like you will rotate this steering to the left or right here, and then this lever is for opening the windows. And let me show you this view of the E175. So yeah, this is so amazing indeed. All right, so now I'm in the first officer's seat of the E175. The interesting thing is, for this seat you can also adjust the way you want to view the aircraft. So now I'm in this configuration. Okay, now I can clearly see the view of the E175, especially the nose view overall. And the thing is, the legroom space is very convenient, especially when you're traveling. Imagine if you're going for a long travel, right? So this makes it more convenient, and you adjust the seats as well. So like I already told you that in this particular position, now imagine if I'm flying over 2 hours or 3 hours of flight, right? So one of the key things that every pilot experiences is you always need to monitor communications with the air traffic control, and also you need to check the instruments. Now, previous generations of the aircraft used to have analog instrumentation, so that has required a complex training overall. But now with the upgradation of a new digital displays, so it does make visibility, especially whenever you're traveling for a long haul trips and everything, right? So the visibility of the instrumentation be more easy to use it and operate it as well. So ultimately, even a headroom is also impressive overall. It is almost same as the E195 E2 as well. So again, this is by far the most impressive cockpit configuration of this E175, and almost same as E195. And the way how it is looks, I mean, so very impressive. Again, if you look into the Boeing configuration, you do have the yoke which was just like this, and in Airbus you used to have a yoke like this. So you use only one hand, but this one is similar to Boeing, like you have to use both hands to control. But overall, when it comes to the size of this aircraft, right? So it does looks easy to operate. Like E175 is a short variant of the Embraer E190 family, right? So basically, the maneuverability when using this yoke, it's actually looks very less decent. Again, I'm so impressed with this cockpit view of the E175LR. So right now, let's jump out to the tarmac and we'll have a conclusive